The mystic Maria Simma encountered numerous deceased souls throughout her life, souls that asked her for prayers to alleviate their sufferings and shorten the time they had to spend in purgatory before entering heaven. From the souls of the deceased, Maria Simma learned a great deal about what happens after death and what takes place in purgatory. According to Maria, purgatory is both a place and a condition where every soul lives when it still needs to atone for and repair the sins committed during its life before being able to reach Jesus in heaven. The mystic emphasizes that it is incorrect to consider purgatory solely as a condition, as it is definitely also a place. It is a period of waiting in which souls yearn for God, and this unfulfilled longing is their primary source of suffering. The mystic explains that there are different levels of suffering in purgatory. Each soul occupies a slightly different level because each one is different from the others, but in general there are higher and lower levels. Only in the lower levels can Satan attack the souls, while they are protected in the higher layers. Furthermore, Maria reveals another fundamental truth about the souls in purgatory. It is not God who sends them there, but the souls themselves who judge and place themselves at the appropriate level. They are the ones who desire purification before approaching God. This last statement aligns with what other mystics have come to know. After death, we are personally and objectively judged. Maria Simma emphasizes that it is the souls themselves who desire purification and considers this a crucial point because it is wrong to say that it is God who places the souls there. Contrary to what one might think, despite purgatory being a place of suffering and atonement, the souls do not want to leave there, nor do they want to return to earth because they know that in that place they are being purified and that by expiating their penalties, they will encounter God. This is because, albeit to a lesser and partial extent, even in purgatory, it is possible to feel and see the presence of God, and this instills great hope and strength in the suffering souls. The mystic also delves into the specifics of sins that often lead to purgatory. According to what she has learned from the deceased, the most recurring sins are those against charity and the love of others, slander, and the lack of forgiveness. Being able to forgive is of great importance. According to Maria Simma, the most effective way to facilitate the liberation of a soul from purgatory is through the Holy Mass. She explains that since it is Christ himself who offers himself out of love for us, the offering of Christ himself to God is the most precious of all offerings. She adds that if only we understood the value of a single Mass for eternity, the churches would be full even on weekdays during our earthly life. This is because, at the hour of death, the Masses we have attended will become our greatest treasure, having a higher value for us than the Masses celebrated for us after death. The mystic also indicates another highly effective means to help the souls in purgatory: offering our sufferings to God. These can be voluntary sufferings such as fasting, deprivation, and so on, but also involuntary sufferings such as illnesses, humiliations, bereavements, abandonments, and so forth. It is the Virgin Mary who descends into purgatory to free the souls. Her presence brings great consolation, which is why she is called the Mother of Mercy. The rosary recited for the deceased, as well as any form of prayer dedicated to them, are highly effective means to help the souls in purgatory. Once in purgatory, the souls cannot do much for themselves, but they have the opportunity to help the living by interceding for us and assisting us in our lives, preventing us from committing the same sins they did. The souls are able to see and hear everything we do. They know our sufferings, but not our thoughts. They regret the missed opportunities to do good for God and others, and they can also see the fruits that these actions would have borne. When we die, we can no longer do good deeds, and the souls in purgatory can no longer earn merits for themselves. Maria Simma has said that it was God who allowed the souls to inform her about the conditions after our existence, so that through her testimony, everyone can understand that life on earth is meant to earn us heaven. The mystic reminds us that the purpose of our life is to be good to one another in order to enter into union with God, both now on earth and in eternity. Our life is precious, she tells us, and it is in view of eternal life that the behavior of many people on earth is absurd. Maria Simma has left us with a clear testimony of what happens after our death. Her testimony aligns with the doctrine of the Catholic Church, and her life, actions, and testimony have been carefully examined by the Church. Let us know in the comments what you think and subscribe to the channel to be part of the community of faith and prayer. God bless you.